I am 70 years old, and I have lived in Fluvanna County all my life.
Oh, we enjoyed. We thought everybody was rich.
Mama said, I told you, you don't have no money, do not go to the road. When the ice cream truck comes, it be playing that music, and we'll run to the road. He'll look at us, and I guess if he'll sign for us sometime, we don't have the money, because he'll give us ice cream.
I just like the country, and I like it because it's peace and quiet.
There's one common denominator that seems to pervade Fluvanna County society. A lot of our neighbors are very religious.
Most of the people in the community goes to church here. And then the churches have picnics and stuff for the people in the community in the summer times, and they do a lot for the seniors.
Where else we go? We didn't have, electricity or nothing, but it was good, though. We had fun together. As long as we had Mama, Papa, and Jesus, we all right, and had each other. It was all good. Mm-hmm.
They're gonna put the whole roof on today? Yeah, they put the whole roof on. Yeah, but he told me I was half off yesterday. So I'm thinking that
Their families have indicated that if they were to move them to a nursing home, they think that they would pass away immediately.
Sitting there worrying about it,
Yeah, it makes them feel good.
Yeah.
Go down to the store and talk with your friends, or?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a huge thing. Go there in the spring, you're toting water in buckets to put on. Curtis Leon Armstrong.
Yeah, there's a lot of change been made since I've been coming on.
Curtis James Armstrong.
Used to drive school bus.
Yeah.
He drove school bus for 20-some years. And then he became a deputy sheriff until he retired. He retired from the sheriff's department. And he used to work at the military academy in Fork Union for years. But to be 83 years old and only had 3 jobs, I think he done did a pretty good work ethic.
81.
81.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I'm not mistaken, I think when Daddy first started working, I think he was getting like $9 or something a week or something.
I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, I think he was making
very
like
low salary.
a very low salary, and then you got to take that money and try to live off with 6 kids, because it was 6 of us, but we made it.
My name is Linda Mayo. I was born in Fluvanna County, and my mom, a lot of people don't believe it, but my mom lived in Fluvanna, and she was born and raised in Fluvanna. She had 16 kids. Oh, we had fun. We rode bicycles, and we get up in the tree and eat green apples, and took Mama baking powder and salt and put on our apples to make them sweet. We had fun together because it was so many of us. The firewood, oh, that was something in the winter time. Getting wood and going to woods and pulling poles of wood to the house. That was something, honey. Don't nobody know but me and my children and Jesus.
Everybody in this community had a garden. And by growing up here, when we was here, this was dirt road. We didn't have gravels. I can have a memory about everything when I come into this town. When I make the turn at the military academy to come here, the memory starts then. The schoolhouse is still down the road. It's still standing. There's no one in it, but somebody done bought it now, so they're remodeling it and making it a house. So everywhere you go, you see things that makes you think about when you was a kid growing up.
Hi, Grace.
Hi.
At 96 years old, my mother does have a nickname. They call her Amazing Grace. And she's earned that.
So you think that piano's way older than you, right?
Wow.
Do you think it's like one they had in the saloons back in the cowboy days? You imagine so?
Have you lived here in Fluvanna your whole life?
Yes, I have. I mean, lived here too. I've traveled very little. We had to walk to school. At first we had to start when we were 7 years old, and we had to walk 3 miles. It didn't make any difference if it was snowing, ice on the ground, raining. We all thought we were rich and well off, so we had a good time.
So about 1800s?
My husband was born down below here, and I met him fox hunting. So I didn't go far. I've been satisfied.
I realized in going into these people's homes that they really are their homes, and they don't want to be in a nursing home, they don't want to be in assisted living.
We're driving on a little road in Fort Union to Mr. and Mrs. Bugg's house. Nice little elderly couple. They've been getting Meals on Wheels for some time now. And this is milk and it's like melon.
Oh,
They come in, they're the cold part. That's the warm part, and this is the cold part. How are you today?
All right.
Good. Hi.
Hi.
All right. All ready for you. Hope you enjoy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Some of the places get 2 meals each, one for each of them. Takes it about an hour and a half, 2 hours some days. This is Mr. Armstrong. You remember him?
They're willing to help if they coming in.
Are you here?
Fine, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Fluvanna is home to them. It's all that they've ever known.
One time we got chicken, got fried chicken. It was on a Sunday. Then you had to go there and catch him and wring his neck. Everybody went to this field that was next door where the lady had to store it. Everybody played in that field.
You know what it ate?
Exactly. And that's the biggest thing. They got married in this yard over here. So most of the people in the community was married here, and we played there.
Oh, no.
You can go, I know this lady that has a stand. And a lot of the older ones, like in my generation, that are still here, we still get together on certain days and, you know, do our little things, sit around, chit-chat about the old times, you know.
Whatever works, right?
Yeah. As you see how things done change, just the people that you're used to being around, and you see that over the years they'll begin to fade.
Everybody loves this lady. We come over here to get our love tank filled, right?
Bless your heart, so do.
They've given so much, just their memories and their life stories. I mean, some of them have, you know, fought wars. I just think that their stories are just rich in their history that they share.
Somebody has to carry the legacy on of the community. You just can't let the community just deteriorate.
Go on back in, stay warm, cool. Yeah, shade's okay, but stay in the house is cool.
It actually started 2 years ago. I had a client's house that was literally falling down around them.
If he goes to sleep and wakes up and it's raining, he got to put a pan or something down to catch water, you know, because they had one little leak on the backside, you know. And it's kind of irritating if ain't nobody there and they're going out of town, you know, then you got to run over to make sure that everything keep from ruining the floor and ruining carpet.
They had parts of their house that were falling apart. A lady literally could not get out of her front door because her gutter had fallen down.
Your little money is for bills and taxes. You don't have money to pay $3,000, $4,000 to put a roof on.
Your potatoes are really growing.
We are providing a meal to them, but if their roof literally falls down around them, that's not going to help them stay in their home.
I ain't going out there for nothing.
This is the only place they've ever known, so to even move them to Charlottesville, which is 25 minutes from here, would just devastate them. We decided we could use Habitat volunteers and Meals on Wheels clients and literally help my clients to age in place.
It's not a thing of poor people, because we all are people. Some people need help and some people doesn't need help.
See, we got so much to be thankful for. We got so much to be thankful for.
Love, the sense of security. This is home. Regardless if you pack up and move to California, this is home. So that's why we're so grateful for Meals on Wheels.
Oh, yeah.
What they have done for her is priceless. I don't know what we would have done without Meals on Wheels.
I had a vision and a dream that we would be more than just a meal.
She hugged me so tight and I hugged her. I said, yeah, maybe I got arthritis, but I still can hug you tight.
I have gotten more from my clients than they'll ever get from me.
Good to see you too, and God bless you all.
Yep.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.